name is Rene Rodriquez, but down here in Florida, we know him as White Boy Hialeah Champ. And there's a reason for that, because he's earned a reputation as one of the best backyard brawlers out there. It's a reputation that's well earned, as Rene has quick hands and a lot of heart, and those two qualities make him a fan favorite. It is my great honor and pleasure to welcome my friend and fighter, Rene Rodriquez, to the Must Love MMA show. How are you tonight, Rene?
Thank you, Susan, for having me tonight and for giving me this opportunity to have this interview with you.
You know, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, Rene. You're so interesting. Listen, we got to talk first about your recent win over Matias. Amazing fight. Talk me through what happened. Break the fight down for our viewers, please.
The fight was a short notice fight. He was a good fighter. He gave me what he can, but like I said to everybody, White Boy just turns on that switch and it happens. You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. It was quick, 2 minutes and some change. He had a heart of a lion.
Yeah. Because
he got up every time and he kept on going. That's what BYB is about. Giving a fight.
Right. There were 2 knockdowns in the first 20 seconds. Let's talk about that because we have some video of it. It was pretty amazing stuff.
The first few seconds, it was I was trying to fill him out because he had a longer reach than me. But after I felt his first hit, it was time to play. So that's what I did.
What are the rules for Backyard Brawl Extreme? Because they're a little bit different than MMA. They're not boxing. Help me educate our viewers as to what the rules are.
All right, the Backyard Brawlers, we have no gloves, bare knuckles. It's a 10-minute fight. We don't got no water breaks, no nothing, just a whole 10 minutes. It's an octagon ring. It's shaped as a diamond. And no headbutting, no eye gouging, no elbows, no kicks. It's just a straight hand fight. Okay. And as well, we got 8 limbs. But
yeah. Explain to the viewers what the 8 limbs mean, because not everybody understands what that is.
All right, the 8 limbs are elbows, kicks, chokes, but nothing to the ground. Okay. Mostly like kickboxing.
Okay. So, Rene, how did this whole event come together? You have a legend involved in this new sport, and I think we need to share that with our viewers.
All right, that's the face, the legend, DADA 5000, the one that started the Backyard Brawls in Prime. And DADA he's the promoter, the face, he's the legend, yeah. DADA 5000. By him, like he said in his documentary, Dawg Fights, this is just to start off to start a community, to give people a job, to give people a head start to maybe go pro, MMA, boxing, and whatever sport that you choose to go in. And that's what DADA was doing.
I want to encourage all the viewers out there, if they haven't had a chance to see that documentary, Dawg Fight, it's amazing, really worth taking a look at. What do you say to critics who say that this is not real fighting then?
The biggest critic I have is my dad.
Okay.
And you know, most boxers frown on what we do, you know, because they're old school. But you got to think about it. In the 1880s, in the 1800s, it was bare knuckles anyway before they made gloves. Yeah. But you know, it's hard because especially when it comes from your family members, it's hard, especially from my father that was world champion boxer in Cuba here, Golden Glove in 1989, and then his record was 39-3 in pro fighting and 145. So you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of weight to carry on into that boxing career, and I try to explain to him that he was an animal. He was the best of the best in boxing. But in what I do, that's Backyard Brawls, BYB, I'm the champion in what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a mix of boxing and street. Look at Tyson. Mm-hmm. He brought the street into boxing.
He did.
And he was the champ. You know? And nobody ever frowned on him on that. So they shouldn't be frowning on what we do. because it's the same thing.
You just spoke about your dad. I know this story, but tell our viewers how your dad got you into boxing at such an early age.
Like most parents will, if you're doing any mixed martial arts or boxing, they're always going to get their boys or their daughter into anything that's fighting because it's in our genes.
Right.
So they expect us to at least not to be a bully, but to learn how to self-defend ourselves. And my dad got me in the age of 3.
Wow.
Started doing boxing, and he started showing me how to do the jab, the hooks, the footworks, but you learn when you don't want to be a kid, you don't like it because you don't like the violence. So I used to get bullied a lot, so my dad taught me how to fight because he says it's better for you to fight them than you fighting me.
Now, did you also work out with your dad? Did he help you prepare for this upcoming fight?
Yeah, I worked out with my dad a few times, and I trained as well with Glenn Johnson, the world champion boxer, and I had good trainers in Tropical Park where I trained at.
Right.
Saying David, he helped me on my cardio, and my dad as well as my hand, my footwork, and Glenn me and Glenn sparred a couple of times. He showed me what I needed to do in case if somebody came at me this way or that way. Okay. But Tropical Park it's the best where the best is at.
Yeah, I want to remind my viewers that Tropical Park has got a long history in the boxing community. It's being one of their premier boxing gyms in the country. Many legends have come out of there. What is a typical training day like for you then?
For me, it's like I get there around 8 o'clock after I drop off my son from school. I get there, I warm up, I get dressed, I put on my uniforms, mostly BYB, that they gave it to me, for anything that's training. And I started doing jump ropes for 10 minutes first to warm up. Yeah. And then after that, I go do sprints, about 6-7 times the sprints. I go do the bleachers. If it isn't the bleachers, I go push my car. My dad be driving, making fun of me around the parking lot. And then after that, we do mitts. And some mitts, if it's not the mitts, it's the gloves. It's the punching bag. If it's not the punching bag, we're doing calisthenics. But it's always a mixture of everything every day.
Tell us about your project New Generation Fighters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is my shirt, New Generation Fighter. It's to do a non-profit thing for the future of the new generation kids. I'm trying to help them because I don't want them to follow in the same footsteps as I did, and to give them a second chance, as most people don't give us second chances after we mess up on our first one. So what I'm trying to do is if you drop out, I'm trying to give you a GED or a high school diploma. Wow. I'm trying to get you jobs, how to become a businessman, how to self-defend yourself, not to be a bully, because a lot of people try to cross that as we're trying to be bullies. But if you got some skills, because everybody has skills in fighting or mixed martial arts, what I want to do is help them, mm-hmm. because we got so much poverty where I live in Hialeah that is mostly Hispanics. We just give up so quick, and that's something that I'm a Hispanic. I might be called White Boy Hialeah Champ, but I am a Cuban. I'm proud of it. And it's so sad that as Hispanics that we're the highest in poverty and dropouts. And that's what I'm trying to correct. It takes one person to make a difference. Yeah. If I could get at least 10 students and make a difference in 2, I think that's a big thing that I'm trying to do. But BYB is helping me out. Mike Vasquez is he's like my mentors that he's helping me out and giving me, the tools that I need to move on forward.
Good for you. What a worthy cause. I applaud you for that. Now, you're a devout Christian. What role has God played in your life? Because it's sort of been a transformation process for you, wouldn't you say?
Yes. If you would have spoke to me about 3 years ago, you would have met somebody completely different right now. When I first met you was when Frank Morejon and his event in
That's what
Hialeah.
MMA awards.
That's right, in the red carpet. You didn't know who I was. I introduced myself and I told you a little bit about me. Quick story. I was looking at some heavy charges, and it says in the Bible that God has to take you from the world and put you in a secluded place for you to understand why He's doing what He's doing for you. For you to focus on being weak, because when you're weak, you're strong. So what He made me do is, when I got locked up, I didn't want to. Who wants to be locked up? But it made me realize that I needed to be there to really find myself, and not have anything around me to have me looking at other things that I shouldn't be paying attention to or doing. So it was the best. I think that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
It's finding myself and finding who was really my friend, who was really my family. And God said, without you having a father or mother, I will be your father and mother. I will pick you up while you're on the floor. So I think that's the best thing I can say, man. And I'm proud of it.
Good
Being a reborn Christian. I was Christian when I was younger, but then I left. But I am proud, and I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud, and I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm back to being the Hialeah Champ.
You're back to being the Hialeah Champ, that's for sure. You've had a very unusual relationship with your mother. I know the story, and then you recently brought her down here. Share with our viewers exactly what you went through briefly as a child, because it was really traumatic, and how you've really forgiven her. And actually, you brought her down here recently. Is that not correct?
Yeah, I brought her about a year ago because she was going to become homeless. And, I met her when I was 18 for the first time. I met my brothers, my sisters, my grandmother. But they're a different breed, I could say, of who I am. And I am happy that God separated me from my mom because of their lifestyle. I would have probably been worse than what I am now. And I'm happy that I met her for the first time, that when I was 18. I was happy that I brought her to my home, because you can't really say that you love another person until you give them a chance. And I love her. No matter what, she is my mom. It is what it is in life, but you can't choose who your parents are. But I'm happy of myself first, because I gave myself a chance to know who she was. And if she doesn't want to be that part of my life, it's okay, because at least I closed that chapter of my life saying that I gave her the chance to know who I am.
Right. When can we see you back in action again?
I think we're going to have a fight at the Hard Rock on August. We don't know what day yet. I think it's going to be on the first week of August, but up to I get more information, I can't really say. Okay. But I know it's going to be in August.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add tonight? And please share with our viewers how they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on social media on IG, Instagram, how you call it. whiteboy_bare_knuckles. Or you can follow me under another IG that I have, whiteboy_Hialeah_champ, or Facebook, Rene Rodriquez.
I want to remind our viewers you can go to the website BYBExtreme.com and see all of this exciting fight action from their first event. Rene Rodriquez, my friend, the fighter, the Hialeah Champ, an honor and a pleasure to talk to you this evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Susan.